Post here, bringing you with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about two cards today in this video. We're going to be talking about the one card that is that's a monster, and the other one is going to be a trap hole card. So let's just jump right into it, because we're going to have a little bit of ground to cover. So the first card that we're going to talk about is Cyber's Wizard. It is a level 4 light Cyber's type effect monster with 1800 attack and 800 defense, and it has only one effect, and that effect is once per turn you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls, change it to defense position. Also, that this card cannot attack except that monster. If a Cyber's type monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So basically what it does is it allows you to score in some free damage by switching a monster to defense mode. It's a very simple effect, and I think that in some ways it's going to be utilized in some variants, in some decks that is pushing for a little bit more damage. 1800 attack is definitely a decent stat line. It's kind of on the borderline stat line of being pretty good. So having the casual ability of just basically book-a-mooning a monster and then basically piercing it afterwards is pretty good. And not to mention, if you so happen to play like Book of Eclipse and this card happens to be on the board, you can pierce your opponent's monsters for a lot of damage. Given the Cyber's monster's attack power plus, or if you have multiple copies of this card or other cards on the field, so that's pretty good. And the second card that we're going to be talking about is a trap hole card. Like I said, it's called Breakoff Trap Hole, and it is a normal trap card with only one effect as well. And that first effect is when a linked monster is linked summoned, destroy all unlinked link monsters on the field. So for instance, let's say that you have a just a casual link monster by itself doing absolutely nothing. That means you destroy basically all unlinked link monsters. So if there is a link monster that doesn't have anything attached to it, then it basically just gets destroyed immediately. It's only really good for like a 1-for-1 kind of deal. I'm not really certain if this card will see any play, but if link monsters become super powerful, this is one of the ways that you could probably stop it a little bit, because it does stop a lot of some of the plays just early on in the game. So I do believe that this card could see a little bit of play, just to stop some of the more annoying link monsters if they don't have any link materials or links attached to them. So, but you have to keep in mind it has to be a link monster that is link summoned. So you can't just do it on any monster that happens to be link summoned. You have to do it basically on that link monster. So it's going to be difficult to gauge whether or not this card's good. Also, it's also kind of reactive to your opponent. Let's say your opponent doesn't have a link scale, but you're also setting up your own link scale. You can activate this card based on your own class, because you could fulfill it. It doesn't say when your opponent activate or links when an opponent's link monster is link summoned. It could be any monster that you want. So if your opponent's link monster that is in the extra monster zone, it doesn't have any monsters linked to it, you could just simply destroy it, which is definitely decent, I think. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comment section. Tell me what you think about these cards in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Team Metamorphos, and I will be signing out. Ooh.